Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel TDev class. My name is Tejiri. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to create a dashboard using Tailwind CSS in Angular. So this is the end product of what we'll be creating. As you can see, it has a toggle button which toggles and then a drop down menu, just a basic dashboard configuration with Tailwind CSS. Now, before we get started, I want you to take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel to over 1,000, and at the moment I'm just at 76. I'll be very grateful if you help to subscribe to my channel as to encourage me to create more inspiring video tutorials in the future. Now, then secondly, in case if you have a project you're working on and you need assistance in, or you need a developer to work on a project, whatever stack you're working on, don't hesitate to contact me on my LinkedIn. I'll be posting my LinkedIn profile link to the description section below this video. So now that we know what we'll be doing, this video will be in two sections. The first section is how to configure just a basic dashboard with menu, sidebar, and then the next one will be advanced to perform some advanced configuration to the side menu. So now before we get started, I would like to head over to Tailwind website. Tailwind CSS. While that is coming up, I'll be stopping the demos server. I won't be needing this at the moment. So once you're on the website, first thing you do is you head over to doc, you hit on frameworks guide, you head down and you select Angular. Once you're on Angular, we've already completed the first step, which is our freshly installed application. This is it here, this is Angular 18. And this doesn't really matter the version of Angular you're running on your machine. So the next we'll be doing is we'll be installing the Tailwind itself. So you head down to your terminal and you paste in the code. That shouldn't take long to complete. While that is running, I'll come down to my code editor. You click on extensions and then you will look for Tailwind CSS. This will help you in autocomplete when creating another functionality that comes with this extension, right? So let me see if that installation is complete. Yes, it is. So now the next thing we'll do is we'll need to initialize our configuration file. Once that have been done, we'll head down to the configuration file, we'll open it, go to your code editor. Just in case you're wondering how I'm able to toggle between open windows on my system, I'm using the Alt and Tab at the same time. So you look for tailwind.config.js. Once you found it, you add this piece of code in it. You hit save and you can close. The next thing is we'll get to our styles.css. In our style.css, we'll be adding these files to it. So head down to file.css and paste that in. Once you've done that, now we'll need to restart our server to be sure those changes have taken effect. This is not the running server, sorry about that. This is it here. So I'll just hit Ctrl C and then ng serve to restart the server. Okay, so now you see there's nothing much that have been done. So next thing is I'll be removing that basic HTML configuration that comes with our freshly installed Angular application framework. So we'll be needing this outlet, of course. So I won't delete that, head to the very top and remove every other thing, right? So once you've done that, the next thing we'll be doing is we'll need to create okay, now let's test if our installation works just fine. So just copy this hello world, now place it above our router outlet. Of course it works fine, as you can see. This means your if you get the same window as me, congratulations, your installation was successful. So now down to the main process of why you are here. So before we go further, we need to we'll need two other packages. The first package we'll be needing from npm is our font awesome. Font awesome helps to manage our fonts, and then which I'll be installing. Okay, so this is the window. Font awesome 0.15. When you're on this website, I'll drop the link to this website in the description of this video below. Once you're on this website, please take note of the version of Angular that is running on your system. For me, I'm running on Angular 18, so that's why I'm selecting 0.5. If yours is otherwise, please go to and select one that is configured, that is compatible with your version of Angular. So once you've done that, you hit enter. Just wait a little bit. It will ask you a few questions. Would you like to install? Yes. Then select the font awesome 6, which is the latest one. I'm going with free solid icons. Yes. Once that installation is complete, it shouldn't take long depending on the speed of your internet connection. Once that installation is complete, the next thing we'll be doing is we'll need to install npm our free solid FVG icons. So I'll just select that and install in our application. Okay. Okay, so once that is complete, now to confirm if those two packages was installed or successfully in our application, you head down to your your application directory and you select package.json. Once you're on package.json, you see Angular font awesome and free solid SVG icons, as you can see them here. If you don't have this, that's to say your installation was not successful. So for us, it was successful. So the next thing we'll be doing now is before we go further, I would like to set up our dashboard. Okay, so we'll be creating two div. The first div will control the screen size, so I'll just say flex h screen. So that's it. Then the next div will have the first div will have two div. So the first div will handle the menu item on the right, while the second div will handle the content of our application. So the menu on the right, I'll just put I'll leave it blank, and I'll head down here to create our class. So the background color we'll be using for this application will be orange, something dark. Yes, dark. And I'll set my H size to take over the full screen, and padding I'll set it to 5. and padding top, I'll set it to 8. And that's it. So head down to application to see what we've done so far. Yay, it's appearing just fine. So the next thing we need to do now is we need to set the our button, our toggle button. So to do that, first of all, you need to import our awesome font awesome module. Font awesome. Font awesome module. I don't know if I'm getting it right. Yes, I'm getting it right. Okay, let me import it first. Is that Angular awesome? Font awesome. And that's font awesome module. So I don't know why my code editor was not selecting that, although that's not a problem. So once that is done, the next thing we'll do will be importing our bars itself, which is from font awesome free, then say far bar. So I'll say bars equals to bars. That's all. Then I'll head back to my application and say FA icons, put in our, that's it. Now let's see how that's okay. Let me save this. If you look closely, it's appearing there, but because of the font color, you can't see. So to fix that, we'll need to add a class. So the class will be text, set it to white, and then the text size will be extra large. Save. Cool. You can see our toggle button, but at the moment, if you click on it, it doesn't perform anything yet. So to fix that, we need to, and also I'll need to add a pointer. So I'll say cursor pointer. Let me set my code editors to wrap our code so you can see everything at once. Okay, so it works fine. So now we need to create a variable here. The variable will be, I'll call it open, will be of type will be of type boolean, and set it to default as false. So now that we've done that, we'll head back to our code, and then our second div will create an ng class. We'll say ng. First of all, I need to import our common module. So head back here and say common module. If you don't do this, you will get error. So ng class. And we'll be calling a function which I have not yet created. The name of the function is no. We're not calling the function yet. Sorry. We'll be calling our open our boiler open, and we'll say if it's open, set the width to 20. Otherwise, set it to default 72. Hit on save. Now we need to create what I was trying to do earlier. We need to create a listener, a on-click listener. So say if click, then toggle menu. This function, I'm going to create it in a moment. So the function basically will be open is not open. So that's it. It's that simple. So once you've done that, if I click on it, you see it works just fine. Okay. So now once we've done that, we'll be adding the title of, let's say, every dashboard has a company name. So now we'll say I'll be calling, say please, the company name will be dev class, right? So come down here, we'll call that variable here. You know why you're not seeing anything is because we haven't set our class. There's no class attached to it, so we're going to tell it to appear at the original at left, and font size of sans, font thin, and text, it should be extra large. Then text color will be white. Then we'll put a margin, top margin of 1. I'll save that. Let's see how that appears. Why is it not coming up? Oh, sorry, it's not supposed to be here. Okay, so now we have our company name appearing here. So now we'll be creating our menu item itself. So I'm going to write a comment, menu items with icon. To do this, after finish typing, you just select and press Ctrl and / to comment it for you. Okay, so now we'll create a new div. This div will hold our menu itself. So this div will have a class of margin top 12, and it's going to have a URL and a link, and then a span. This span is going to we're going to need 2 span. We're going to need 2 span. The first span will carry our icon, while the second span will just carry our text. So for the icon span, I'll be calling the same. I'll be calling it the same way I did for our toggle bar. So first of all, we'll say f dashboard dashboard. So once you've done that here, you just say far icon, right? And of course, don't forget to add your style, call our class, and text will be, no, I won't do that here. Let's give it up here. So say text white, and let's see, text white, and let's see, font type, I want this to be applied to all our item here, so that's why I'm moving the class up here. Sorry, forgot to save this. So see, it's appearing just fine. So next thing, what I need to do here is I need to add a flex with gap of 3. I'm going to put a cursor pointer, right? And save. Yeah, so that's it. So next thing I'll be doing is I'll like to create a second menu. I think that's all we need to do. Okay, now you need to add a click listener. The essence of this click listener is to help send, is going to handle our click action. So I'll be calling a function which I'll create in a moment. Right, so this is my function. You know, when creating this kind of function, a router, you need to call it in your constructor, or you just inject it into your application. So I'll be calling it in a constructor instead, and set the type to router. Yeah, so here you can say router dot navigate, then you point to your URL. But since I won't be doing that for this video, I'll just be putting in a console log here. So it says URL first. Right, so now a function has been created. If you console log your application, when you hit the dashboard, you see I'm getting URL pressed. So in case if you want to have multiple, let's say manage user, to become manage users, and of course this will be, we'll need to create his own icon for it. So we'll be calling user gog. Once you've done that, you just, I'm going to update this, and that's it. See, there's no, I don't really like the way it's appearing. So to fix that, we'll need to add a padding of 2. I would like to just finish everything up here. Save. Okay, so it's looking much better. But I need to add a hover effect. So to add a hover effect, say hover, and hover, set it to 2, and then hover again. We'll set the background color to something light. Say orange. And say rounded, medium. Save. Let's see how it looks. Cool, so it's looking fine. So now that we've gotten to this stage, I'll be stopping this part 1 here. In my next video, we'll be diving a bit deeper and performing other configuration. And in that video, I'll show you how to set up a global variable whereby you can set your company name, because this is not a standard way of creating that. Creating a variable that handle the company name title. And also I'll be showing you how to configure a drop down, and in that video too, I'll be showing you how to a convenient and more standard way to create a list. Instead of creating a list this way, it could become cumbersome and difficult to manage and having too many click actions this way. So I'll be performing a lot of things and optimization in my part 2. So kindly watch out for my part 2 of this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so as to get notified as soon as that video is released. Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a blessed day.